I don't know if what I'm going to tell you was a God thing, or coincidence, or hopeful thinking. I know an atheist will say, you see what you want to see, and I'm well aware of that. So I'm just putting it out there for your opinion. So, my dad's in his late 80s, a very, very devout Christian, but at the same time, very relaxed and get on with anyone. Anyway, we were in a hurry and had to go to the bank machine because he likes to have cash in hand. He doesn't like paying with his card. And we were in a hurry because Mum was in a hurry, so that means Dad is in a hurry. And we pull up to the ATM machine, and Dad gets out the card to draw the money out, and there's a even older lady in front of him. It looked like she was older, and elderly people sometimes struggle with the machine, but she was really struggling. It looks like she put in the wrong bank card, then the wrong number, and by the time she finally got her money, it must have only been a minute, maybe even a minute and a half, but that can feel like forever when you're in a hurry. But Dad, being Dad, was just politely stood there, would never complain, never moan, just politely stood there. And the little old lady leaves, and then after she gets her card and her money, she turns around and says something to my dad and walks away. And then Dad gets in the car, and he's looking really surprised. I'm like, what happened? What would the lady say? And he goes, well, you're not going to believe this, but in my head, I was very impatient with this woman, and inwardly I said to her, oh, would you hurry up, you silly woman? And then he said to himself, in his head, he's like, oh, that's not very nice, that's not very Christian. He said, instead I realised I was in my head sort of cursing this woman. So I said a quick prayer in my head. I said, Jesus, forgive me. Forgive me for cursing this woman in my head. And instead, can you bless her? And he never expected anything. And then, after she gets her money and turns around, she took a step towards me and said, thank you for that. So Dad was in shock, and after he told me that, I was in shock. But yeah, that's what was it? God? Coincidence? Am I seeing what I want to see? But that's a nice story anyway. I think we can all take away something from that.